Who the f are you talking to?
I'm working and you're
you work here. Are you the manager? Are you the owner? Or you started running your mouth because I asked her that I said we weren't done eating yet.
I am literally working and this is
I don't give a
Karen at this restaurant does not give a blink, her words, on how to treat the staff.
what do you do here? You're a cook? Back those balls up. Come over here right now. Who owns the place? Who owns the place? We're eating here. All I asked the girl, I said to the girl, I said, we're still eating, we're not done yet. That's all I said. And you started getting cocky and being a smart ass with me.
No, that's not how it
yeah, that is how it went. And you just tried to yell at me and tell me to leave. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Once again, we feel for these employees that must put up with this mess day in, day out.
Hey Karen, watch the language.
What did you say?
You heard me.
Karen?
Yeah.
You're literally ruining. Why don't you never eat again because you weigh 500 pounds?
Why?
Fat bitch! Fat call the police. Somebody call the police.
Oh, I need a video.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do what are you doing? I didn't do. What am I doing? I didn't do anything.
And this is how it ends. The berating, hateful woman has the police called on her and ends up in handcuffs. Jonathan Horowitz of the hospitality consulting company Convive spoke on customer harassment and violence at its current state. There has been a significant rise in customer abuse in the restaurant industry. It's not just in fast food establishments, although we see that a lot. Restaurants are already working with fewer staff and higher overhead. Restaurant workers, especially in fast food places, are facing more harassment than before from customers lashing out at them. Horowitz saying rising prices and post-COVID lockdown nerves are making tempers shorter, and a worker in a window who gave you a number 16 instead of a number 15 is an easy target. Horowitz says most workers have been trained in handling these people. The first thing, obviously, is to stay safe. Don't engage or even provoke the customer. The best thing to do is to try to get a manager. Independent nonprofit newspaper The 19th reported nearly half of women working in restaurant positions where they receive tips said they have experienced increased harassment from customers or supervisors during the 2 years of the pandemic, according to a new survey first shared with The 19th. 73% of all women and 78% of women of color in these jobs said they regularly endure or witness sexual behaviors from customers that make them uncomfortable, the report said.
Tables open. Busy would be every single table.
There are 3 servers on, sir. We can only do so much. If you don't like it, you go somewhere else. Who else is open?
Nobody else. Well, I'm not going to pay for a meal.
This dude gives the servers grief because his food is taking longer than he wants.
Well, then bye. You're out. Hello, he's gone.
Hey, son of a... You better put that right in my eye. That's on my brother.
And just like that, the dingus is escorted out by police.
I can't even...
Drama at IHOP, bro.
Are you hurt? No, I'm okay.
This man had one angle.
Nobody else. Well, I'm not going to pay for a meal.
Then bye. You're out. Hello, he's gone.
Hey, you son of a... You better put that right in my eye. That's on my brother.
Here's another. And out he goes. Everyone is pretty in shock over what they saw. But if you've been following along, folks in what they believe to be a post-COVID world have been acting up at higher rates than years past.
Finally, we have found him, and I think the funniest thing is, his LinkedIn bio says, "I thrive in high-pressure environments." This you, bro? Now we take a look at his Facebook. He attended the Leatherman's Academy of 2011, so kind of explains his jacket a little bit. He's a part of Barking Leather.
First off, go to Facebook and look up Barking Leather, but this is the reference I can use for TikTok.
And there's this.
So then, the original uploader did some digging and came across a match for the man who made a scene and nearly took someone's eye out. More importantly, the staff, at least physically, was just fine, even snapping a pic with them, per mashed. According to the TikTok video, the customer's upset wasn't caused by any insults or demeaning comments. Rather, it was because of slow service. The waitress even attempts to explain to the man that only 3 servers were working that night, but the furious diner wasn't understanding. Companies that track consumer behavior are observing unusually high levels of crankiness and dissatisfaction. Customer satisfaction is at the lowest level since 2005, according to the American Customer Satisfaction Index, which tracks the behavior of 300,000 consumers across 46 industries. Weary consumers are prickly and demanding, and companies may not have the resources to provide all the products and services they did before the pandemic, says Clace Fornell, founder of Ann Arbor, Michigan-based data analytics firm ACSI LLC, which conducts the survey and provides customer satisfaction analysis to subscribers. The pandemic has caused product shortages, labor shortages, and a supply problem. The gap between supply and demand, combined with unusually high levels of stress, is generating frictions that sometimes result in aggressive interactions, he says. When you anticipate something is going to be temporary, you're able to absorb a higher level of stress, says Pauline Wallen, a psychologist in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. When things don't work out as expected, it makes us more prone to be aggressive with ourselves and with one another, she says.